Namaste and welcome to this edition of The Right Stand. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a saying, even the wise have told us in our scriptures, choose your words carefully. Going on to even say, in the Natya Shastra it is said, that if the truth hurts somebody, don't even say it, refrain from saying it. Say things which are okay, which are good. Say things which are parliamentary. But well, the lexicon for parliament changes. There is a debate on that too. What can be said and what shouldn't be said. But as far as parliamentary procedures are concerned, words that are expunged should not be used or refrain from using them. Now there is a huge furor over that because there is a new list that has been issued, and in that list it is said, mind your language, but you're supposed to mind your language. Not just in parliament, you're supposed to mind your language even against parliamentarians, ladies and gentlemen. That's the reality. But what kind of words? And then the opposition has gone ahead and going after and gunning at the government, saying you are trying to clip us, you are trying to sanitize anything that would be said, and you are trying to ensure that nothing can be said against Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In fact, the allegation made by the opposition is all the adjectives and all the euphemisms and all the words that we are using against the Prime Minister, you have expunged them and you have put them in the list that cannot be used. That's the kind of allegation that's been made. But let's go back a little in history. Quickly, I just want to tell you, there is a phrase which says, qui degreditur a materia ad personam. This was a rule that was agreed way back in 1604 in the British House of Commons. And what does it mean? It says, whoever dissents from talking about the subject to talking about persons. So, 1604 में decide कर लिया व्यक्ति पर मत बोल, विषय पर बोल. But here the opposition is gunning only because their focus is on one व्यक्ति. Listen into what the reactions have been from both sides, the treasury benches and the opposition.
We have also seen during the days of emergency when newspapers were printing, you had some words which were not allowed. Now we have a model where you cannot even use words like corrupt, incompetent, and drama, hypocrisy. They've all become unparliamentary. Probably we'll, in the henceforth, every opposition leader would have to give their speeches to get the speeches by the government of the day and allow them to use some of the words. This is absolutely ridiculous and this has to be withdrawn immediately.
लोकसभा की एक प्रक्रिया है, जो प्रक्रिया 1959 से चल रही है.
अनपार्लियामेंट्री नहीं थे, जो नहीं थे हम करेंगे. करने के बाद उनका रिएक्शन क्या होगा हम देखेंगे.
कंटेक्स्ट इंपॉर्टेंट है. ये लफ्ज की बहस में मत जाइए. रूल्स को, प्रोसीजर को फॉलो करने की जरूरत है.
India will cease to be a democracy if we are not allowed to speak in the parliament in any opposition. It's not a question of today or tomorrow.
These proposals are not only applicable to opposition parties but also the ruling party. If I want to criticize someone, we don't require the filthy words to criticize.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here are some of the aspects. Let's clear the air. There is a lot of misinformation which happens. There is the misinformation factory which is there, which takes the argument somewhere altogether. So let's just bring it back. First up, what's the fundamental principle? Stick to the subject and don't attack the person. Now, here is some of the other aspects. There has been no word that's been banned. These are a list of words that have been expunged in the past sessions of the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, state assemblies, that's the Vidhan Sabha, and also in parliaments of Commonwealth nations. But I'll come to that. So, list of unparliamentary words is actually released every year. It's not कि अभी हो रहा है. The other aspect, list of words already expunged, like I said, in the Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, state assemblies, and also this includes words which are expunged in parliaments of Commonwealth nations, because we derive much of our parliamentary procedures and behavior and conduct from the British House of Commons. Expunging of words or expressions in British Parliament has been existent since 1604, like I told you. Expunging of words or expression in Indian Parliament has been on since 1954. Action cannot be initiated against any MP in any court for unparliamentary expression, and the Speaker also came out and said that I will look at the context. in which you have used the word and why, and then decide whether they should be expunged. These words will all be marked in red, and thereafter, then the speaker decides. Now, let's look at what kind of words have been expunged in the past. In governments which are not NDA or BJP or Modi Sarkar. Have a look at this. Words like incompetent, this was first expunged in November 17, 1966. A word like incompetent was expunged then. In 1966, they also expunged a word like corrupt. First expunged in November 17, 1966. Dishonest. Dishonest was first expunged on 17th of August 2011. Dishonesty. Dishonesty was also expunged on the 3rd of March 2011. Then shame. Shame was first expunged on the 21st of March 2012. And of course, after that, cheating. Another word that was expunged on the 20th of March 2012. Loot was expunged on the 13th of March 2012. Jhoot, lie, this was also expunged on April 27, 2012. Who was in power at that time? A lot of these people are sitting in the opposition, were occupying the treasury branches. A lot of the people, perhaps some of them who are there on the treasury benches, were sitting in opposition. Ladies and gentlemen, this is parliamentary parlance. Is this opposition scrabble? Has it backfired altogether? That's the question that we are asking. Unparliamentary words are the hashtag. It's a straight face-off between the Congress and the BJP here, or a Congress voice and the BJP.